welcome to Lower Method Fields as we have a matchup between your NC State Wolfpack and the UNC Chapel Hill Tar Heels. Brett Gall alongside Ojan Manasa. And Ojan, what are you looking forward to in this game?
Hopefully we're going to see a lot of aggressive play from the Wolfpack. Hoping to see a lot of time with the ball, a lot of possession, and definitely a lot of goals. But
Wolfpack in their red and Chapel Hill in their normal Carolina blue. So far, possession taken by NC State. Carolina now controls. Good tackle. Good pressure there by NC State. It's going to be a first throw-in of the game.
yeah, it's definitely key, keeping possession of the ball and getting those throw-ins so you can get down the field and get more shots on goal, get more opportunities to score.
Not sure, but this is the first game I've covered this semester so far for the NC State women's team. I know they had a pretty good semester last semester, so see if they can continue this. Of course, this is the normal rivalry game between the two schools.
Yeah, and as always, whenever you see UNC and NC State on the same field, it's definitely going to be a good match.
Chance here for UNC to go forward. Good tackle.
See, that right there is a great play. They kept their defense centered. They kept UNC from crossing the midfield line and took back the ball and putting more pressure on UNC's defense to keep performing. And maybe they'll be able to get them to get tired pretty early and start making some goals.
Good crowd here on the far side, if you can see that from our camera view. It's a nice evening here, about 65 degrees. I know it's not as nice, or it's a lot better than the last game we covered between the men's lacrosse.
Oh, definitely. But I brought my blanket just in case.
Yeah. Might not be needing that tonight. So far, Carolina with a chance here. Get a cross in. Going to be way over the goal. It's going to be a goal kick there for NC State. So far, we have possession from both teams.
Definitely wasted opportunities are throwing away corner kicks by over dribbling the ball, going way too far before taking your shot. Sometimes it's better to shoot too early than shoot too late and just give away the ball like that. So
Be a goal kick here. Big booming kick. Millicent Bliven with trying to get a head on it, cannot. UNC retains possession.
right there is definitely NC State's chance to get the ball back, but they didn't attack the ball. They let UNC run on it, and that's definitely a risk you don't want to be taking, especially when you have the goal kick. That's your opportunity to get up the field, take some shots on goal, at least pressure the defense.
We're going to have a foul, I believe, on UNC, so it's going to be the first free kick of the match. She's just going to like to kick it forward. A little dribbler there.
To be honest, I would have liked to see that clear a lot further, maybe make it all the way out here to number 14 on the right wing to give State a breakaway. But
didn't look like she really got everything on that one.
Yeah, no.
Possession there by NC State. Good body movement. UNC still is going to retain possession, however. Try to go down the sideline. A little 1-2 doesn't work out. It's going to be thrown by NC State once again.
So right there should definitely have been a throw more midfield, away from the cluster of UNC players. That way they could take pressure away from their offensive players. But all the same, still going to make a shot on goal. A little bit far, though.
A little ambitious right there by Natalie McDonald. She can't. I think she was trying to go for the shot right there, but trying to catch the goalkeeper off guard, and the goalkeeper for Carolina, Kathleen Connell, wasn't fooled by that.
Yeah, I think she may have rushed that a little bit. Definitely take your time with your shots. Don't just throw them away. But still, always good to get the ball across midfield, take shots on goal. Right now, I'm seeing a lot of possession by UNC. Their offense is doing a good job of pressuring the ball and pushing deep into NC State's side of the field.
Crawford
We'll see how that plays out.
Gets the ball taken away from NC State. UNC once again with the possession, and feels like I said that a little bit. Good save there by the far side by NC State. Just trying to boot it forward there.
I think we've got a little miscommunication on the Wolfpack side of the game. Two players both going for the same ball at the same time never really works out well. Definitely going to need to hear some more communication if they're going to start getting organized and start moving the ball forward instead of pushing it right back to UNC.
UNC looking for the switch, not a good one.
See, right here, they need to be clearing. There you go. Clearing the ball out to the sides.
There's McDonald right there, makes a good cut. However, can't get past the second defender. UNC with a chance to go forward now.
Definitely wanted to see some passing there. Maybe not so much just launching the ball forward as fast as you can, but play your players, give everyone a chance to move to their proper positions on the field once you have possession, and then you can take it nice and slow from there and make some strategic plays instead of just tossing the ball away.
We have a throw in for UNC on the far side over there. Gonna try to play through the back here. Let's see if they can get a switch and try to go forward.
Let's see, right here is a great example of UNC using their back players to take some pressure off of the offensive line, give them a chance to slow down and make good, strong passes strategically instead of giving it back to NC State.
Amelia Huffman, the goalkeeper, has no problem with that one. Gonna boot it forward here. The big boot forward, past midfield. Bolivian gonna try to run onto it.
Oh,
she has a chance to go forward if she can. However, a little too far ahead of her, and the Carolina goalkeeper is gonna get to it. You like what you saw right there?
I mean, that was a good one-touch play to make the breakaway, but maybe kicked a little too far ahead of herself. Wasn't able to follow up. But still, it's all good to get possession of the ball away from your side of the field, prevent any scoring opportunities for the other team.
We're gonna have our first corner of the match for either team, as UNC will have the first corner of the game.
This right here is going to be a great decider of how the rest of the game is going to go from here on out. Oh, no, it looks like it's going to be a throw-in, actually.
Oh, looks like it went down by the corner stick. However, they're going to call it a throw-in, as you mentioned. Good defense there by NC State. Just trying to boot it forward to Bolivian. Good touch. She could go forward. Gets it stolen away, however. UNC looking to play through the back here. Wide to number 22, Rachel Schwab. She's just going to get it taken away from her. However, it's going to be a throw in there for them.
So that right there is a pretty interesting case for offensive line, especially for NC State, in deciding whether or not to chase the other team's defense while they have the ball at midfield, or just give them a second and get into a good position to intercept the ball rather than go right after it. Luckily, that time it worked out well, but maybe in the future they might want to consider slowing down the ball and maybe trying some more concise passing and
good forward pass to Bolivian. Can she get to it? Trying to go cross field and a good defense by UNC. Bolivian again. Working hard to try to get to it. It's just going to be cleared by UNC. It's going to be an NC State throw-in, as we have substitutions coming in for NC State, as number 10, Sabrina Baker, and number 1, Kristen Edwards check to the game. McDonald will take a seat. Good hard play from her so far in the first 10 or so minutes of the game. What would you like to, so we've seen more possession from UNC. What would you like to see from NC State here?
Well, when one team is gaining dominance over possession, it definitely means that the other team is rushing too much, they're playing too aggressive or too sporadic, they're just giving up every opportunity that they get. So every throw-in that I've seen State get, it's a good one-touch pass by whoever the receiver is, but then they immediately give it back up to UNC, which is just not what you want to do when you have an opportunity at a free possession of the ball. You want to take control of it, pass it to someone who's open and doesn't have a lot of pressure, and then get them to move it up the field slowly. It's not all about, running an aggressive plays. Sometimes soccer's definitely a sport of slow, strategic play.
chance for UNC right there. It's going to be this will actually be the first corner of the match, and UNC will take it. Good opportunity here for the Tar Heels. It's a high one, right over the head of number 8, Grace Nip. Couldn't quite get the header over it, so it's going to be a goal kick for NC State. That was a perfect corner kick that they wanted there. Just Nip couldn't get on the other end of it.
Yeah, well, overall ideal to get the corner kick into a goal kick for a State there, or at least cleared as far as they can.
This is a better boot from the back.
Ooh, there we go.
Good pressure by NC State.
Ooh.
Be out of bounds.
I think that pass might have been a little bit rushed, a little bit unnecessary.
I think she felt the pressure a little more than she wanted to on that one.
Yeah. Sometimes just let the ball settle for a second, wait, look for your passes, or just take the ball yourself. She definitely could have dribbled around the offensive player from UNC and made her way up the field a little bit more.
Good header by Bliven to nobody, however.
And as always, headers are great for moving the ball up the field when it's in the air, but you definitely want to look first where you're heading it to. You don't want to just give it up right away.
Good chance here for UNC. Number 22, Rachel Schwab just kicks it out of bounds. Couldn't quite get the handle of it. As the substitutions come in, as number 23, Hannah Love comes in for Melissa Bliven.
So what I am curious about is State has already made 3 or 4, I believe, big substitutions in maybe the first 5 minutes of this game. I'm wondering if maybe they're just trying to shake up the lineup, maybe get some more aggressive players out there, or if maybe this is part of their strategy. But I'm kind of interested to see how all these substitutions are going to help their play style.
Well, they have about 25 on the roster right here, so and it's not exactly a very cool night, so you would probably think that fatigue would play a good part here with it being so hot. I mean, it's not as hot, but once you start moving along, it's definitely would get pretty warm. So
yeah, no. So right there, I loved that play from NC State. Kind of wish they hadn't kicked it down the field to the UNC goalie, but they took control of the ball. They let the UNC defenders get ahead of them, prevent any offsides plays, and they pass it more towards the middle of the field so they could get more better positioning on the field, better control of the ball, and hopefully they can keep possession on this side of the field and maybe take some shots on goal and get a point in this game.
good pressure there by Abby Verchik for NC State. However, UNC trying to clear forward.
Ooh.
Good move by Carolina. There's number 31, Macy Lewis, going down the line. Tries to play it to the middle, nobody there. Verchik now with the ball.
Ooh, some great passing from NC State's defense for confusing the UNC front linesman. And
you just jinxed it.
Yeah, I definitely just jinxed it, but it was good.
That was probably the better possession that we've seen so far in this game, though.
Definitely.
From the Wolfpack.
Yeah.
However, it's going to be a UNC throw-in. 0-0 still here in the first 15 minutes or so between NC State Wolfpack and UNC Tar Heels.
Okay, good. And then we're finally seeing some aggression from defense. Don't be afraid to get in there and bump the UNC off the ball.
UNC just playing it back all the way. Gonna be number 2, Kenza Aroba for the Tar Heels. Gonna play it back to the middle. Dangerous ball.
That is why you always keep a defender at midfield, hanging back to catch some of those stray balls and hold possession.
I think a foul was called there. Might have been a body check. Be a free kick from a little in front of half field for the Tar Heels. Tries to go over the top of the wall, and there's no regard. Edwards now with the ball. Playing it forward. Can she get a touch on it?
Oh,
Good
here
pressure
we go.
by
This could be a
number
good breakaway opportunity.
Madison Smith, the pressure. Couldn't quite get back to it, however.
See, there we go. Now we're seeing some good passing. Let's definitely keep it on the other side of the field, though. Send it up the field.
A beautiful play there by Autumn Olson. Here's Smith now. Can she turn? Trying to go down the field to Kristen Edwards. Can she get to it? Just a little too far ahead of her, so it's going to be a goal kick. We have substitutions coming in once again for NC State. Number 4, Margaret Goals will come in. That's a pretty good name to have for a soccer player.
Yeah. Definitely seeing some very, very good strategy I'm seeing from UNC side of the field, actually, is that I'm seeing when possession of the ball is on NC State's side of the field, the defenders are doing a very good job of hanging back instead of clustering the front of the field. And anytime a stray ball comes back towards their side of the field, they're able to send it right back. And keeping the ball on one side of the field is a surefire way to get more points and at least more shots on goal, which is always huge, especially in a low-scoring game like soccer.
Here's a chance for UNC to go forward. Good save by
Ooh.
NC State goalkeeper Amelia Huffman. As they're gonna say she was out of the box, excuse me. So it's gonna be a free kick. Dangerous play there by NC State.
Ooh. Taking big risks like that this early is it's kind of odd. I would have liked to see NC State's goalie maybe.
It's kind of like a careless ball there.
Yeah,
it back.
maybe not have gone for the run there.
This is gonna be a good chance here for UNC. Would you go for the shot here? Or would you play it off?
When you're this close, it's kind of worth it just to take the shot. Pick a side, get it over the wall, and hope you sink it. Worst comes to worst, you've got your offensive line there to catch some rebounds, or you give away a goal kick, reset, and play it again.
She goes. It's a low one. Good job by the. Oh, wow.
Man, that's going to be wide.
It's a good job by the NC State wall, and she got the rebound back and just
she did.
wide left.
She did, and exactly like I was saying, it's good to just go for the shot. If it doesn't work out, you're either going to get the rebound, take another shot a little bit closer to goal, or one of your teammates is going to get it. They can pass it in or pass it out, keep control of the ball. Maybe go for like a higher kick, though. Better chance of sinking it over the defense. Now, that's interesting. I normally don't see offensive line kicking it towards the wrong side of the field, though.
Good move by UNC there on the far side, playing another one in. Good hitter out by NC State. Madison Smith trying to get to it. We're going to have a high kick on UNC. It's going to be a free kick for NC State.
All right, I really hope they take advantage of this right here. This is the time to clear the ball, get it deep into UNC side of the field, and take some shots on goal.
Burchick now with the ball. The ball to Edwards. Edwards can't quite get it down the sideline.
So, again, communication is key right there. She did not know she was man on. She did not know she had some people that were playing back that could have taken the pass, and she just had to kick it away or risk giving it to UNC, and that right there is going to cost you some goals.
Good job
Fancy footwork from number 22, though.
Madison Smith, good job from her to try and keep the ball. Nobody really came to help. Going to be Verchick with a throw-in. We have a substitution as number 17, Ryan Feely, will come into the game for NC State. Verchick with a throw-in, trying to go to Madison Smith. Good one-touch to Kristen Edwards. It's going to be another throw-in here for NC State, as Verchick will throw it in once again.
Right now I'm looking out on a sea of blue and not much red to take any good passes. And, again, if they want to start taking some shots on goal, they're going to need to start making some plays, getting open, and actually, aggressively attacking the ball instead of hanging back and waiting for it to come at them.
Trying to go quick for NC State. Trying to go to Edwards. It's going to be off her foot, I believe. Actually, they're going to call it corner, so we're going to have the first corner of the match for NC State, the second of the game.
They really need to get this ball cleared right to the center of the goal, take some headers, try to get the shot, and at least have someone hanging back to catch the rebound um, if they want to take best advantage of this corner kick.
It's a low driver. Nobody really in there.
Oh, there's
It's
the
a
header.
However, good job by Carolina goalkeeper Connell to get on that one. Couldn't quite get the header over her head. Best chance so far for NC State.
I mean, honestly, that was probably the best play they could have done there. You know, it was a good header. Just wasn't quite strong enough to get past the goalie, but still, you know, every shot on goal is a chance to make a point. And
Trying to send a through ball to Madison Smith. Good job by Carolina defense. Could have been a handball right there. However, it wasn't called. Off of Verchick, and it'll be a throw in for Carolina. Substitution for Carolina is number 30. Natalie Van Geerden will come in to see her first action.
okay.
You can see electing to just play possession once again in the back. Seems like they've been doing that majority of the game.
Usually it's a cardinal sin for a defender to cross the ball in front of the goal, especially on the wings. But you know, when they're playing so laid back with such little pressure from NC State's offense, you know, they're definitely having this opportunity to play smarter, play slower, and get the ball back on the side of the field that they want it on.
Here's a good chance for Carolina. She can try to
see right there.
Tries to come out. Wow, right in the middle. Good job by NC State. Little dangerous play there by Amelia Huffman, the goalkeeper for NC State, as she's trying to get to it.
To be brutally honest, I don't think their goalie had any business being in that. They had a defender on the ball. She had rushed the ball outside of her goal with two offensive players behind her. That is not where you want to be, especially if you are that close to the goal and the other team has the ball. She should have just hung back, waited for the shot if there was going to be one, and let her defender do her job instead of getting in her way.
Going to be a goal kick here for NC State. Looks like Livin will check into the game here in a second on the next whistle. Good pressure there by Goals. Can't quite get to it. UNC going to play through the back again. Areba. Good 1-2 there. They're trying to go forward. Good pressure by Kristen Edwards. UNC still maintaining the ball. Areba looks like trying to play one in. Headed out by NC State.
One thing I'm not hearing enough of is communication on the field from either side. You know, it's very quiet out on the field. The only thing you can really hear is the ball being kicked around from team to team in the middle of the field. And, you know, that's definitely not how you're going to win a game unless you've got some star players that plan on taking an entire team by themselves. And I don't see that right now. So I think I'd like to see Wolfpack get their communication up and start you know, coming up with some strategies for actually passing the ball down the field instead of just shooting it and hoping someone is there to make the connection.
Donald also checking back into the game, and Charlotte Busing seeing her first action. Kristen Edwards and Abby Verchick exit.
This is an interesting strategy again. I think the whole team's at least been rotated in once, and it's around 10 minutes into the game, maybe?
Well, you also got to realize that this is probably their first or second games to start off the new semester, and who knows how in shape they are. I mean,
okay, that's fair.
Probably trying to get back into the game shape once again,
or at least figure out who's playing well with each other. Because right now I'm seeing a lot of disorganization.
Here's a chance for Madison Smith going forward. Gonna be off of Carolina, I believe. Gonna be another.
Well, I'll give her this. Once she saw that the ball was going to be way too far past the goal to take any real shots, I'm glad she let it go so they could get an opportunity for a corner kick instead of giving a goal kick on, you know, a bad shot.
Quick corner kick gives them another corner kick, and this time I'm sure they won't do the quick one. This is another great opportunity to take the 1-0 lead and get our first goal of the game. It's a high kick. It's a good chance for NC State trying to get over it. But once again, the goalkeeper, Connell, right there to snatch it out of the air. Another good opportunity.
Sometimes the goalie just makes a really good save, and there's nothing you can do about it. I think that was a really great play all in all. Good header at the goal. Good job by UNC's goalie for, making the height to catch that. But let's see Wolfpack turn it back around and get it back on the other side.
Here's a good chance for Carolina. Wow, good defense by NC State to get that one out. Still in play, however. Madison Smith one-on-one right now. Plays to Bliven. She's going to play it out of bounds, however. Can't quite get it to go upfield. Well, the good thing for NC State on the corner kicks is they have a lot of tall people if they want to try to get a header on it. That's something to look out for.
Yep. I mean, small physical advantages like that definitely make a difference. But I don't know how much that's going to help unless they start slowing down and communicating with each other instead of playing the one-woman show against UNC.
Good save there by Morgan Sullivan for UNC to keep that one in play. Playing up upfield to Madison Smith. Good strong move there. Wow, she's really good with the ball, isn't she? Going down the sideline, she can cut it in. It's going to be another corner kick, and here we'll see if the height advantage for NC State once again comes into play.
See, Madison Smith has some fantastic footwork on the ball. Whenever she gets the ball, I can clearly see she's got great control, she's got good footwork, but the problem is she's playing there by herself. I mean, she was surrounded there. She tried to make a cross, and there was no one to cross it to, let alone anyone to pass it back to.
Good opportunity for NC State once again on the corner. Oh, just right over the crossbar. Skies couldn't quite get her body over that one, and another good opportunity wasted once again. However, we're starting to see the opportunities come more and more into play, and you like what you're seeing right there.
Yeah, no, definitely. More shots on goal. It doesn't matter, if you have to take a couple sloppy shots from uncomfortable positions or bad positions, as long as the ball is, headed in the right direction and you're putting pressure on the other team. You're doing your job. You're doing a good job. But again, like I was saying earlier, Madison Smith has been getting the ball and getting great control of it, but she needs someone to help her finish the play instead of making her do all the work by herself. So
she definitely has the speed and athleticism to go forward, but like you said, nobody's really checking to her for the ball. Here's another good opportunity as NC State has another throw in here. It's like number 3, Charlotte Boosing will take it. See if somebody checks to her right here. Be Bliven. Not a good throw in, however. You can see just trying to get it out. They won't. It's going to be another throw in for Wolfpack.
See, if you can't get the throw in to go to your own teammate on the first touch, then you're definitely doing something wrong, or your teammates are just not there to receive the pass. And those are free passes to gain possession of the ball that you cannot just give away to the other team every time and expect it to still work out for you.
We're going to have a foul, and NC State going to be a free kick for UNC. Sullivan trying to find somebody to kick it to. Alexa just kick it upfield. Somehow works out for her. Almost got beamed in the head right there.
A fantastic block here on the sidelines of the field.
Almost got nailed right in the face. Thank God for my reactions.
Maybe you should go out there and do some of the throw-ins for NC State, and then we'd be able to get some possession of the ball.
I'm a little disappointed that my intramural soccer game kind of got canceled earlier in the day. So I'm a little disappointed about that. The other team didn't have enough players, so I couldn't showcase my skills earlier today. But it's all right.
That's always unfortunate. Well, it's a good thing you're here for today's game because it doesn't seem like anyone else is right now. A lot of sleepy plays, sloppy passes, and shots to no one. But hopefully it'll start turning around soon. Eventually it will with all these substitutions that are being made,
They didn't tell us, however, when they handed us the sheet that they were going to be switching jerseys, so I apologize if the name to the jersey is not the same because I do not know all the players on the team. Here's a good chance for NC State down the sideline. See if they can get one in. There's a good ball into Madison Smith. Can she get to it?
Oh.
Bliven right there. And that's a goal by Melissa Bliven.
Woo.
Goalkeeper Connell could not
Fantastic.
get her hands on that one, and Bliven gives the Wolfpack a 1-0 lead. And then we said time after time, if they keep on going forward, that they'll eventually get a goal, and that's what we saw right there.
That was fantastic job finishing the play. I love to see, you know, sometimes the goalie is not going to catch it on the first try. So giving up there would have lost them a free goal. It was a fantastic kick. Finish the play, and just one light tap is all it took to make the score. So hopefully we're going to see a lot more of that coming from the NC State Wolfpack.
You have to see that for Connell because she's been so sturdy in goal, and she couldn't quite get her hand on that one and just left it for an easy goal for Bliven. We'll see if that keeps momentum for NC State.
Now, see right there, that's what you don't want to do. You don't want to take a pass and bounce it off your foot that far so UNC can just get their hands on it.
Easy scoop up there for Huffman. She's going to elect to boot it forward. It's a big boot. Bliven trying to get a touch on it. Can't quite get one. Going to be a throw in for the Wolfpack. Substitutions coming in, and number 8, Amanda Boland for NC State coming in. Bliven will exit after the well-deserved goal. Waiting for substitutions from both sides to come in, and we're officially back underway.
You know, I have to say, I think that's the first word I've heard uttered on the field by NC State. And again, it's just not going to be enough. They can't coast on just individual skill. They're going to have to start communicating and telling each other, you know, when there's a player on or when there's pressure on a player and who's open for a pass. You know, it's not a one-player show. It's a team. It's a team that's going to win the game.
Well,
So
we definitely knew they could talk because we heard the cheer on the sidelines over here to our left. So we know they're not afraid to voice
let's hope some of that talking makes it onto the field though, because right now I'm seeing a lot of clutter and disorganization.
Well, it's not from just NC State either.
Oh.
We haven't really heard much communication by
Yep.
Chapel Hill.
It's
Chapel Hill, excuse me.
you know, it's definitely both sides of the field. But I would definitely like to hear NC State Wolfpack making the communication for UNC catches on.
Here's Smith
Again,
right now.
see right there, there was a perfectly wonderful open pass. That would have been a great breakaway shot, but there was no communication. The pass made it to the other side of the field. But
Chance for on the far sideline over there, trying to play it over. Almost looked like she got fouled right there. I think the ball just got a little too in front of her. Just right over the crossbar. It's going to be a goal kick for UNC. Another golden opportunity right there.
I can't make any assumptions as to whether or not that would have been better if they had passed it out to the wide open player right in front of us here on the sidelines, but I can tell you the pressure would have been off because there was way less defenders on this side of the field. And see, plays like that are where you need to slow down, look at your options, and pick the better one, not pass it to the first person you see that's open. Because that's going to be a surefire way to give up the ball over and over again.
We're going to have Kristen Edwards coming back into the match. I think McDonald will exit. She had that great run on the far sideline. Chance for UNC to go forward. If Sullivan can get to it, and she can, the whole ball has to be out. One thing you like about Madison Smith is she's doing it all. She's on the offensive side, and she's coming back and playing defense as well.
She's pretty much everywhere, and she always seems to have a great handle on the ball until she has to pass it off or send it up the field, and that's usually where you know, the Wolfpack's been losing control of the ball. But she's been doing a very good job of being pretty much everywhere her team needs her.
Here's goals right here, trying to go forward, try to flick it to herself. It's going to be off of UNC as they elect to just kick it out. Going to be another throw in here for the Wolfpack.
So right now, what I'm seeing on this field is not enough players past the midfield line. We've got three wide open players here watching the ball, not engaging, not giving their team any support or any openings in case, they get into trouble like running into three UNC defenders. That they need to be moving up, putting pressure on the UNC side of the field and pushing their offensive line forward so they can't make any offsides plays.
Good pressure there by NC State. You can see now still with the ball, she had a player to her left as she looked up. Didn't quite get it to her.
There we see again that confusion. She had the ball, took control of the ball, and she had no one to pass it to, or at least she didn't think so because no one was calling for it.
Gonna be out of bounds on the Tar Heels once again. We have about probably 5 or so more minutes in this first half as we start a little late than expected, maybe a minute or two over. So about 5 minutes left here in the first half. 1-0 NC State over UNC Tar Heels. Good play from both teams. We've seen some good things from Carolina. We've also seen some good chances from NC State, and that's why they have the 1-0 lead.
Yeah, and as great as it is that we were able to connect on one goal, I really hope they don't let that get to their heads and start playing too defensively or too laid back. 1 point is not a very large lead. Yeah, and it's definitely not enough to coast the second half off of. So they need to get back in this, score at least one more goal before the half ends, or at least I'd like to see them do that, or at least keep the ball on UNC's side of the field for the remainder of the half.
Good opportunity for the Tar Heels here as they've been given the corner kick. Trying to get something. They definitely have the possession aspect down, but when it comes to going forward, they haven't done exactly the greatest job of that. See how good of a corner kick they can get out of this one. It's a high one. It's nowhere near the UNC. It's going to roll out to Van Geerden, however.
Again, there's that fantastic UNC defensive line. It's pretty much a safety net out there of players ready to take the stray balls and give them right back.
Like I said earlier, is they have the height advantage, so that's definitely going to help them out a little bit. And the opponent's corners.
As much as we've been getting kind of lucky, actually, in my opinion, with UNC not making goals, they've definitely had way more opportunities, and it's because they've had that safety net there to take the ball and send it back anytime it gets from the defensive line of NC State out to midfield. And that's going to put a lot of pressure and probably tire out NC State's defense and especially our goalie, who's been doing a fantastic job up to this point, and hopefully will continue to keep saving those balls. But you don't want to put that pressure on your goal. You want her to have a nice leisurely game.
Good turn there by Madison Smith once again. Here's Goals with the ball now, trying to go forward. Gonna be able to. She's gonna be called offsides, however. I thought she was offsides, but the linesman on the near side here didn't put it up, so I didn't know if he was going to call it or not.
They usually give it until possession of the ball actually gets to the offense before they call it. But still, even if they took the offsides, it's still a good play keeping the ball off NC State's side of the field. Anytime they're pushing the ball down the field, they have time to get their defenders and their offensive line to get up the field and put some actual pressure on their side of the field. And
quick run by UNC. It's going to be another one here. That gives a chance for NC State to line up their defense. It's a good chance. Good shot from UNC. Huffman kind of struggled with it a little bit, but snatches it off the ground, and she's going to look to boot it forward.
Right there's a good way to make sure your goalie's still awake.
Good catch by our producer back here, Austin Hoxton, with some quick hands right there. It's going to be off Madison Smith's head, and it's going to conclude the first half. NC State 1-0 lead over the Tar Heels. Your analysis of the first half?
Communication. It's lacking on both sides of the field tremendously. We're seeing way too many times a player will get the ball, have control of the ball, and then get swarmed by 3 defenders from either side of the field and just lose possession. And that's why we're seeing so much back and forth between both sides of the field. They keep losing the ball because they don't have anyone to pass to, or at least they don't know they do. And big thing for NC State that I want to see more in the second half is their defensive line needs to be at center field if the ball is right next to the goal on UNC side of the field. You know, they're not doing anything by being bunched up in the center, you know, on their side of the field. They'd actually be helping by being closer to the center field to be that safety net and catch those stray balls. Or if you're going to do that, at least have an offender there to make some plays on the other side of the field. But
1-0 NC State here in the first half. We'll be back with the second half after break. And we're back here for the second half between your NC State Wolfpack and the Carolina Tar Heels, 1-0 Wolfpack. And I know your main key, I think you said it about 30 times during the first half of the broadcast, was communication. Is there anything else you want to see here in the second half between the two teams?
Really just slower plays, more strategic, slower plays. It's right now it's kind of a one-player show. Everyone's taking the ball, running with it, giving it away, and then repeat. So hopefully we can see a lot more passing.
I know
Passing
we saw a lot of, well, I mean, there was a good bit of passing from both teams, but when it came to going forward, the passing wasn't as crisp. It was just more kicking the ball, hoping that the player would get to it, and that was pretty much it from both sides.
Yeah, and when you don't have communication, again, I hate to mention it again, but when you don't have communication, you don't know where to pass it to without giving it to someone who's covered by too many people to make a strong play.
There's going to be a chance here for UNC. We got an early corner kick. This one's a good one. Oh, good job by NC State to
Get it out of
on
there.
the
Get it out
baseline
of
to get it out. It's going to be a goal kick. That was a good job by the front post. That's why you always have somebody on the front post and the back post to be there in case it gets to you.
When you are the team that has the corner kick, your job is to get it in the goal, obviously. But when you're the team that's defending a corner kick, you only have one job: clear the ball. It doesn't matter where, it doesn't matter what direction. Just get it away from your goal and off of your goalie's turf.
Not the usual starting lineup that we saw. Madison Smith stays into the game, and I mean that's understandable considering she dominated that first half for NC State. She was everywhere, and right now she has the ball right now going forward, using her speed to get past the UNC defender. See if she can get the ball into Bliven. Bliven off the knee.
Oh,
Nice volley there. Good opportunity by NC State. Just a little wide, but that's what you like to see here in the beginning of the second half from NC State.
That was a great clear. It was a great pass, to the center. It was good. One touch, and there was someone there to receive it. It's just trying to make those odd side kicks are unnecessary. Let the ball drop. There's no one on you. Take a, solid shot on goal instead of just kicking as soon as you get the ball. But still, overall, a great play, and I'd like to see more of that.
That's,
More of those, breakaways.
that's probably the best breakaway opportunity that we've seen from NC State so far. I mean, their goal was nice, but it was kind of off a miscue by UNC goalkeeper that led to that goal. Good possession here through the back.
So as we
given
can
away.
see right here, the clutter is all on that side of the field. That's when the ball needs to be cleared to the other side of the field in order to get better control over it and make a play. NC State needs to start recognizing that, start passing it to the outsides instead of trying to play through the clutter, through all the traffic, and
The ball to Edwards there. Bliven now with the ball.
that needs to get past.
Back to Edwards. Good cross. A good move by Edwards, excuse me. Trying to go back to Bliven. Intercepted by UNC, and then we'll see if they can go forward. They can as it's intercepted. A big shot. Wow. Wow, what a goal. Right off the goalkeeper's tips, off the crossbar, then into the goal.
Not often you see the ball bounce off the top bar, off the goalie's head, and back into the goal. But overall, a fantastic shot.
I'm trying to see the number of. Can you see from that?
I think it might have been number 12.
Number 12. I think you are right. Number 12 is Penland Crawford, and
she made a fantastic shot on goal, and that was much improvement from before. She controlled the ball, brought it down, gave herself a little bit of lead, and then took a solid shot, which of course, it now gives NC State more of a cushion lead.
I mean, I've covered a lot of club soccer games here last semester and now into this semester, and that might be the best goal that I've seen from both men's and women's club soccer. That was fantastic.
Still early in the season and early in this game, so definitely still a lot of time left to make another great goal.
But now the extra goal, definitely the 2-0 cushion makes it a little more better if you're an NC State fan and even a player right now. Going to be another goal kick here for the Wolfpack. 2-0 NC State after the beautiful goal by Penland Crawford. Definitely firecracker that was. Trying to use my soccer terminology that I hear on
throw some adjectives
on the
in
TV.
There, some spice on it. Yep.
The big boot forward. Bliven try to control it, can't quite get on that one.
It was a strong shot for a goal kick, but to who? So if she was gonna make that extremely long shot and get it all the way to the other side of the field, she's got to anticipate that at least one of her teammates is gonna be there to get the ball instead of just kicking it as far as she can.
It looked like Bliven had it right there, but it just went over her head. I mean, possessing a goal kick coming straight at you is always a little intimidating and a little tough to quite get on. Bliven coming back, trying to help with defense.
I think that right there should have been NC State's ball. They, follow through. It was a great block, but follow through with your plays.
Instead, it's UNC's ball. Trying to turn. No foul called right there. Edwards now trying to go outside. NC State contains it. It's going to be another throw in here for the Pack.
Again, one-touch plays are good for fast situations, but you don't want to make them when you're the defense. When you're the defense, you want to get the ball, clear it, or give it to an offensive player to take it up the rest of the field instead of just touch and go, because then you risk giving the ball back to the other team on your side of the field, and you don't want to see that.
Chance for NC State. Madison Smith now trying to get the one touch.
Again, with the one touch, don't rush the ball if you don't have any pressure.
Madison Smith thought she was pressure right there and trying to get it off. That's probably one of her few mistakes here in this match so far. If you're in UNC, what do you have to do? As we have a try to cross out wide, but can't quite get to it. But you're down 2-0. you haven't really had many opportunities. What do you need to do going
Well,
forward here?
to be honest, I think UNC is doing a good job of getting possession of the ball, passing, communicating a little bit better in the second half, and um, the fact that they're not making any goals is, I think, purely based on the fact that they're not taking very many shots. I mean, they get the ball all the way down the field, and they make some great passes, but then they keep passing and they keep passing, and they take too long to make the shots. Unlike NC State, where every opportunity we've had, we've taken a shot on goal, and while most of them missed, some still get in, and those points are the difference between winning and losing.
Here's a free kick opportunity here. Another good opportunity for the Tar Heels. There's a bunch of players on the box. Let's see. She looks to take the shot, and that's way over the crossbar. But going back to the 2-0 lead for NC State, the Tar Heels have definitely had their opportunities, but you also have to give credit to that back line and defense of NC State. They've been really solid, especially on the corner kicks that UNC has had. The height advantage, I feel, has definitely been to their benefit, but they've
Yeah.
looked solid in the back.
Well, they're playing aggressively, and they're not afraid to bump UNC off the ball. Oh,
Good chance here for Kristen Edwards. See if she can get to it. It's a little too far ahead of her, but that's what we like right there. That was a good ball going forward, just a little too in front, but that's what you like to see right there.
yeah, definitely. Again, more shots on goal, more time on the other team's side of the field.
Gonna be a goal kick here for UNC. Went through everybody, pretty much. We're laying in the feet of
To be
NC
honest,
State.
I didn't like that pass. I would have liked to have seen her bring it closer to the side and called out for one of her teammates to get open before just tossing the ball.
McDonald now coming into the game at the next whistle for NC State. It's going to be, he's going to say his inbounds, but that was way out of bounds.
Definitely way out of bounds, I think. But referee, final say.
There we go. That's going to be out of bounds on UNC. McDonald will enter for Edwards. Good scissoring there by UNC. It's going to be a foul.
Got to be careful when you're kicking at another player's feet. You have to go for the ball. You don't want to get caught with a penalty and risk losing a point.
Another free kick here for Tar Heels, about the same spot as the last one. See if this time she tries to play it into her teammates instead of just trying to take the shot. Another big boot forward, and it's going to land right in front. Chance for UNC right here. And that's a goal by UNC. NC State could not clear the ball. That's going to be a goal by, once I get her number, I'll tell you guys.
Do not ever cross the goal as a defender with that much traffic on your side of the field. You are risking 3 goals just like that. And I think when they passed it in to the center of the goalie box right there, they gave that goal away.
That was the goal by number 18, Olivia Holmes. So 2-1 Pack over UNC, but that cuts that deficit into half now. Now we'll see if the momentum will be with UNC going forward here in the next 5 to 10 minutes.
To who?
NC State trying to just get it up there, and Ojan saying to who? There's the no communication thing again.
You hate to see 2 players go for the ball full force and stop
Especially
right at the ball.
when you're talking about they're on the same team.
Exactly. Same team. You got to know where your teammates are.
And we're going to have almost an identical spot as we did on that goal.
This could be trouble.
See if this time NC State can clear it out. This is a little far. And now the goalkeeper will come to that one. A little dangerous set piece once again for Tar Heels, and you start to see that they're getting a little more confidence now going forward here.
Yep, NC State needs to be careful giving away those penalties and giving away those easy possessions by not communicating and cluttering their own teammates.
UNC now with a good chance here. See if she can get. Oh, it's another goal by UNC. She turned, and wow.
I have no clue what just happened there.
And just like that, in 2 minutes.
I don't even think the goalie went for it, to be honest.
I think she was kind of caught off guard by the turn there. That was number 26.
I think our defense might be falling asleep right now. They need to wake up and get back in this game and stop giving away those free goals. These are easy blocks.
Number 26, she's not on my roster, however, but that was a good turn. I don't think the goalkeeper for NC State was expecting that.
She was absolutely not ready for that, and it's not even her fault because her defenders should have been there to connect with the ball and get it out of there, not crossing it through the center of the field. Ooh.
There's a chance as goals for NC State gets taken down, and we're gonna have a goal kick. But what a momentum switch! I mean, we had 2-0 Wolfpack after the goal by Crawford. Everything was looking good, and then back-to-back goals by UNC there in about a span of 2 minutes. All of a sudden, we have a tie ball game.
You have to be careful. If you start playing lazy, you will give away goals in a matter of seconds. And they need to buckle down, get their defense back in this like they were the first half. They were doing a great job the first half, and they need to wake back up and start blocking some shots, and not crossing the center of the field when they have possession of the ball on their side.
Now UNC with all the momentum has a good pressure there by number 2 Margaret Coleman for NC State. It's going to be a throw in for the Wolfpack. Substitutions coming in. As number 9, Anna Sheardon will come check into the ball game. And I think everybody, including the crowd, is kind of speechless right now of what has gone on here in the last couple of minutes.
We have given up our momentum. We are letting UNC take those shots now and take advantage of the good passing that they've been doing lately, and they've picked up their communication. They've put themselves back in this game. So, it's up to NC State to retaliate by making those same changes to their team and their play style.
Good opportunity from NC State. Almost thought that was going to go over the goalkeeper's head for UNC, but she collects it, and now UNC trying to go forward. A lot better play here from UNC as they almost give it up, but Holmes now with the ball for the Tar Heels. Tries to play back. Here's an opportunity on the near sideline. Good play by NC State to kick that one out, but
it was a good play, but you don't always have to go for a header. Sometimes it's better to just get back and cover the offensive player who's about to receive the ball that's going to go right over your head. And
Holmes with a good cross in there, and almost just landed on the ground for UNC once again. Another kind of sloppish clear by NC State, and they look a little lackadaisical right now. Not much energy after giving up the 2-0 lead.
I just heard, even NC State's coach asking where the red is, and I don't see it. It's a sea of blue with a couple red dots in there. No one's looking for the ball. No one's looking to take possession of the ball. No passing.
And Donald couldn't get the hand on that one. Holmes now, the first goal scorer. Here's a chance for goals. Can she get to it? Not fast enough, as good defense by UNC. Going to clear that one. Oh. Good move. Trying to play it in. Can't quite get it up.
You got to put some air on that if you wanted to get through 3 defenders.
That's gonna be a kick off her own player, and
UNC defending UNC right now.
As substitutions come in, as Number 17, Ryan Feely checks back in, and number 13, Lauren Old
That is
check
a
in.
lot of substitutions. I really hope NC State doesn't start panicking and keep trying to change what's working and not change what isn't working.
Here's a defense by NC State to get that one. Almost another breakaway for UNC, and she's trying to play it forward, but nobody there.
NC State needs to start giving their players a little more space. There's at least 2 or 3 players at a time cluttering each other with the ball. Uh, none of these players are having an opportunity to even breathe, let alone, observe the field, look at some good openings, and clear the ball to where they can start making some runs on goal.
More substitutions about to come in as Edwards and Smith are about to check back in, and we'll see if Smith can give them that spark that they had there in the first half. I was gonna say NC State defender fell and didn't look like she fell by herself, and there's gonna be a foul called.
Hopefully they take this opportunity to get the ball off the far side of the field, and maybe here I see one UNC defender as opposed to playing the side that has 5 on it.
About 10 to 15 minutes here. Go in the second half, all tied up 2-2 after the quick span of goals for NC State, or UNC, excuse me. That was another golden opportunity as that one played right into the middle, went over the crossbar. This is another dangerous breakaway there by UNC.
They should NC State should really start looking for the sides of the field that have the least amount of pressure, making the passes and then playing up the field and getting open instead of trying to push their way through a wall of UNC players. Because that's the easiest way to lose control of the ball, definitely.
Possession now with UNC. Holmes trying to kick it forward. Might see a good save there.
Ooh.
Good footwork on the sideline. Little nice moves there. Smith now just trying to shield the ball out, and it's going to be off of UNC, I believe. Yep. NC State throwing as number 23 for NC State, Hannah Holub. We'll check back into the game. Right now, I feel like it's anybody's game right now. I mean, the momentum for UNC seems has to be dwindled down a little bit, and I think we're starting to see NC State pick up their pace once again, like we did in the first half.
Well, biggest key here is going to be waking up that offensive line and actually taking the ball off their side of the field. We're not seeing enough passes being connected and making it across this midfield line. Essentially, NC State's goalie is a sitting duck right now with the ball being constantly on her side of the field. She has to be always ready for those shots that UNC is going to take and possibly, sink for 3 goals.
Good takeaway by NC State. Just try to boot it forward, and nobody was there. Not
Again,
exactly.
right here, that wasn't really for anyone. I think she was just trying to clear the ball and get it out, which is fine. But again, if you have time, take your time and actually try to make a good shot.
Substitution as Bolivin comes back in for goals. See if the tandem of Bolivin and Smith can do some more damage like they did in the first half. They were a good 1-2 combo up top. Good clear out by NC State. Here's a chance for Smith trying to go forward.
No one to pass to. Too much pressure. And oh,
Here's a chance
here
for
we go.
Bliven. Has the angle if she wants it. Good strong play by UNC defender, however, to get on that one.
You cannot let the defenders push you off that ball when you've got such a great opportunity to take a score. Try to stop the ball, turn it around, pass it, but
that was number 2, Kenza Aroba, with the good defensive play to not let Bliven go forward with that. However, it's on NC State's attacking side, so that's the positive out of that.
yeah, well, hopefully we can see them not give up the ball too easily. Oh,
As they
spoke
do.
too soon. I think I spoke too soon. That's okay. At least our defense is good at clearing the ball. It seems like we're. Oh.
Called a foul on Bliven. I think that was a little excessive flop there by number 24, Courtney Johnson for UNC. I think she kind of
she took a nosedive, but
yeah.
She didn't have to get that penalty.
Good defense by NC State right there. The chance for UNC if she can get to it. She saves it on the line, but however, it goes straight to NC State.
So good job to NC State for being there for the ball and regain possession. Hopefully they can take the ball down the field, maybe take some shots on goal. Oh.
Good pressure by Bliven. Saying her and Madison Smith's name a lot tonight. I'd have to say probably you give Madison Smith the MVP so far.
And that's probably because she's just been able to get possession of the ball most often. And, again, I'm not seeing too much passing going on, not too much teamwork as much as I'm seeing good, slightly lucky plays by individual players to make goals. So I think the first team that turns it around, starts playing like an actual team and communicating is going to be the one that takes this tie and makes it into a victory for their side, whether that be UNC or NC State. Still 2-2 though, right?
Yep, 2-2 still. Sabrina Baker checks into the game. Kristen Edwards exits. Good opportunity for UNC right here. Another high one. Good punch by the NC State goalkeeper to get that one out of there.
Yeah, she got a good hand on it.
Bliven will try to control it. Does her best to, but she's still with possession. There's communication right there, but they still hold on to it. Anybody ball game here with about 5 to 10 minutes left here in the second half. 2-2. Ball intercepted by Madison Smith. See if she can try to go forward.
It was a good stop, but why is she passing to the inside where there's more UNC players? I'm not sure. She needs to be passing to her outside players. Oh,
that was a nice fancy move by Smith.
Good. Now I'm seeing some passing. But they need to control the ball.
Good opportunity to switch there. Job by UNC to go forward.
Even if UNC took the ball there, I think that was a fantastic play. There was good passing, good communication, holding control of the ball, and making UNC's offense work for it instead of just giving it away to them.
Turn by NC State right there. She's passing to the middle. It's always a little dangerous.
Also clearing it straight to a UNC offensive player. Extra dangerous.
Goalkeeper right now. She's going to boot it forward. Big boot. Nobody there for NC State.
Yeah.
But it
I think she should have cleared that to the other side of the field. They had one wide open player. Moving forward is good, but also moving forward the right player is better. Oh.
Smith falls down. Referee didn't think it was a foul. We'll resume play right here with UNC going forward.
There we
go. Good defensive play by NC State. She's going to try to go to Smith. Smith has a chance right here. Not a great one-touch. See if she can cross it in. She likes to play in, and we'll see if she cuts in. Right to the goalkeeper ever.
Still, fantastic play. Fantastic. I love it. Let's see that again. Come on. I want to see NC State do that one more time. Bring the ball back and pass it again. Make a good shot.
It all started with the good defensive play, and then going forward, Madison Smith has definitely been the highlight of the night so far. I don't even know how she got where she could kind of play that back in and get off a shot. That was just tremendous after that kind of lackadaisical first touch, but to bring it back in, that was fantastic.
She controlled it, stopped the ball, took a second, and thought about her options instead of just launching it, which is definitely what you want to do when you are by yourself on the other team's side of the field with a big goal opportunity like that. And I think she did the best that she could with her position, and it was still overall a great shot on goal.
Here's Smith once again, receiving the ball. She's got her speed is phenomenal. It's that one taken away. Good defense by UNC. Now this is the UNC team that we saw there in the first half. The strong, aggressive play going forward. We didn't see that for that 5-minute span, and then all of a sudden they realized that they were tied 2-2.
Well, you know, it's good to see that they've woken up again and they're back in the second half, actually fighting for the ball instead of giving away too many easy shots on goal.
Good job by UNC to regain possession. It's going to be another throw in here. Ooh, a good strong tackle. Actually, they're going to call that a foul. That was a little.
I think he saw the spin and just decided that it was a kick to the UNC player's heels instead of the ball. Ooh.
Bliven can't keep it in there on the far side. Quick throw in here by UNC, trying to catch NC State off guard. Cannot do so. I'd like to see NC State try to maybe switch the field there. However, it stays on the far side. And they give it up once again. Regain possession, however, back. Try to go to Bliven up top. We'll see if she can get to it. She cannot. UNC plays it back to the goalkeeper and try to reset.
This is definitely the time to get your defense to move up. And your midfielders should not be sitting next to the defense playing defensively when you have possession of the ball on the other side of the field. That should have been a safety net moment for NC State where they could have taken the ball and sent it right back to UNC's goalie.
Over the top ball to number 11 for UNC. She can't quite get onto it. NC State trying to clear. Massa Smith comes back once again, and she's going to get onto it. Inching a little further up the field. UNC still with the possession and the ball, however.
Ooh, communication. Don't run into your own teammate.
Good possession. Passing by UNC right here. And as I say that, they lose the ball. It's going to be another goal kick here for NC State. Substitution coming in, and Holmes, the first goal scorer for UNC, coming in. And number 7 for NC State, Era Mendez, coming in. All tied up here 2-2 as the referee checks his watch. Second half play starting to close up here between NC State and UNC.
There's, still this problem of communication out on the field where no one seems to know what's going on the other side of the field. They only seem to know what's going on within their immediate 5-foot circle of vision, and
Well,
We're seeing a lot of cluttering.
with 5 minutes in the game, I hate to tell you, but I don't think the communication factor is gonna solve itself anytime soon.
Hey, 5 minutes was enough time for UNC to make 2 goals. It's definitely enough time for NC State to start making
Touche.
some shots, but they don't have a lot of time. You're definitely right about that.
See if they can get going forward here.
There we go. I'd like to see some more passing like that without giving away the ball or taking too much time.
Trying to go forward for Holmes, and that's good defense by NC State. We're gonna have another throw in here. Good defense by Madison Smith to come back, and that's exactly what you want out of your midfielder. Plays the ball to Bliven. He tries to head it forward, but nobody was there. Goals can't quite get to it. Little. Everybody bunched up together right there for NC State. Goals doesn't go to the ball.
Yep.
Holmes now with it.
It makes it really hard to get a breakaway play if none of your players are open. You know, there's no reason for 5 players to be standing in the same place. Some of them need to spread out. Some of them need to even play outside of their position. Like if you are a defender and you've got 2 offensive players from your own team right next to you, maybe it's time to switch it up and give them someone to pass to when they get possession of the ball.
Trying to send it to Bliven. Can't quite get to it. It rolls out of bounds. A substitution for UNC coming in is number 17, Kathleen Moore, checks into the game. We both had that reflex on that one.
Good save.
Good job by Goals to go forward. Bliven now with it. Trying to body her up.
Now's
Rolls
the time
to
to
NC
turn
State.
the ball, take a shot. Oh.
They're going to call a foul there. Oh, wow.
What?
I don't know about that one. I thought they were going to call it
I hate to
in Goals' favor, but
I hate to disagree with the referee, but that was clearly a penalty off of UNC, not off of NC State. I don't think he was looking close enough. He's claiming that number 15's cleats made
studs
connection.
up.
Yeah.
Bliven was asking for the clarification on that one, and I think the referee saying that Goals went with her studs up, which led to the call. Nevertheless, it's going to be a UNC free kick, and that went to nobody for the Tar Heels. Ball to Madison Smith. See if she can try to turn, and she does.
Ooh.
Tries to go to Goals, but it's going to trickle to the UNC goalkeeper. Forward way past midfield. Not a very good touch by myself right there. I tell you, we've definitely got a lot of action in this game.
Yeah. I feel like we've had our shots too.
It's nice of them to try to make us a part of the game as well, instead of just the commentating. They let us get a feel of the ball every now and then. 4 minutes to go here in the game.
Kind of risky going for that header off of a throw-in ball when the ball doesn't really get that high.
4 minutes to go here. We'll see if NC State can regain their lead, or will UNC come out of there with a 3-2 win.
Now, NC State's passing game looked fantastic there. I just wish it had been on the other side of the field instead of right in front of their own goal, which is pretty risky considering that the game is tied right now with very little time left in the half. That was a good utilization of the defensive line to slow down the ball and gain control, but fortunately to no end.
I believe that's going to be, thought it was going to be off of UNC, but instead it's UNC's ball on the throw-in. Here's a chance for UNC to go forward. Tries to play it in the middle. Good defense by NC State to get that one out of there.
There we go. Good defensive work there. But number 15,
Moving now with the ball. She looks a little tired out there.
Yeah, she must be, because you cannot shy away from a ball just because another player has it. You put pressure on the ball, take control of it, and if they're going to take a shot, be the wall in front of them that blocks that shot. It's definitely worth saving the opportunity. And
into the middle. Good possession here. This might be the last opportunity for NC State. Smith right there. Big collision from everybody right there, including the goalkeeper for UNC. and UNC just elects to kick that one out and live another day, as they're going to have a throw in here for NC State. Substitution coming in for the Wolfpack is number 12, Penland Crawford, the one that had the big strike earlier to give NC State that 2-0 lead there in the first half, checks in. Over the head of everybody.
See, someone should have been there from NC State. Someone definitely should have been there from NC State to take advantage of that clutter of defensive players that had the ball and didn't know what to do with it. You know, that's a wasted opportunity, and it could have been a goal. But at least we were playing UNC side of the field more now, which is definitely going to help us out a lot.
Instead, it's going to be a goal kick for UNC. Wow, should be a foul right there. Surprised that wasn't called. NC State Finner took down the NC player. See their last little bit of hope for possession, and kicked a little too forward. Probably about a minute or so left in this one. Smith's got taken down, no call, however.
You know, as it comes down to these last couple moments in the game, I'm seeing the aggression finally come out of both UNC and NC State, and you know, little too late. Now there's not really enough time.
And that is the final whistle from the head referee. 2-2 NC State. UNC tied up. NC State got up to the early 2-0 lead, and you thought everything was going to go well, and then just in 2 minutes span for UNC here in the second half, we have a tie-all game. And if you're NC State, you're probably feeling a little defeated right there. Even though you tied the game, you let that one get away, and then for UNC leaving this one, you got to be pretty happy for yourself. What's your final game analysis from this one?
Well, you know, like I've been saying all game, the top three: communication, opening the field, and keeping possession. And UNC came back in the second half and did all three to tie up the game. They did an excellent job of bringing it back, waking up, and bringing it together as a team. And NC State just fell short in the beginning of the second half. But still, overall, good game.
2-2 all from lower method between NC State and UNC. For PackTV, I'm Brett. He's Jojan, bringing you into the pack. Thank you, everyone, for listening.